Off into the horizon we go. Straight into the sewers. Alright, so this is a model I downloaded. I attached a light to the capsule so you can see into those dark corners. It's a great model. Absolutely for free. There's a little Moog track. It's triggered by a collider. So this video is just like some tests of some of these models, these free models. I'm basically amazed at what you can do with this program. So I'm kind of old school. So I've just been kind of taking these models, making some levels. I'll put the models in the comments if anybody gives a shit. I guess I heard a lot about it. A few of these from, there's another trigger, from Jimmy Vegas, who does a lot of Unity tutorials. Great guy. It's helped immensely with learning this program. Some of it anyway. That's how you get out, but I basically built these triggers to get to the next level, so that's what we'll do, go to this next level. And there's nothing fancy in the transitions. This is another massive free model. It's a city block. I've got some other sound triggers. I put changed the vertical jumping so it's set to like 200 so it can get up on the building. I kind of messed up the flashlight. Let's go down and look at the dust storm now. Get down there. This is a totally beautiful model. Essentially a city block. I did some tricks with the fog. I tested some things. I think there's a black fog attached to this, so that's why you get those stark outlines. I love like the detail of the trash in this. It's great. You can even read the milk carton. Free model. So anyway, this is a whole city block, I think, on West Broadway. I don't know how accurate it is. Then I duplicated the sidewalk and just created a separate second block. This is a particle dust storm particle generator. So let's see, I added in some other stuff here. These are the rocks and boulders plug-in, or a object, which is really great. These are some kind of really simplistic houses. Let's see, I think I have another trigger over here somewhere. Yeah. Trees don't seem to follow the same shaders, the correct shaders. I don't know what's up with that, but I had to build a collider for these fences. Although that one's a little off because you can go through the fence. But you notice the shadow too on this, it doesn't go vertically, so that's another weird problem. Let's see, let me go. Let's get out of here a second. Yeah, you can see the shadow there, but The shadow doesn't seem to track on the vertical tilt. I love that shadow on the fence, it's great. So let's see, let me jump around a little bit here. I haven't even optimized this model at all. Just put it in the level sort of as is. Created the terrain. With detail in the traffic light. Yeah, Grand Street, okay. There's another trigger here somewhere, I think. Maybe not. I really like the look of the dark buildings. And there's also put in a wind effect. Well, that's enough of that level. Let's get to the next one here. Conveniently put the... Okay. This is another model that I got found out about through Jimmy Vegas, which it works really. It's really complicated. I mean, it's got individual rooms in all these spaces. I took the doors off, and but I've still got a slight problem with sort of the capsule gets trapped in some corners. So let me try to get through it. And if you're feeling lucky, you can actually go upstairs and go out through the whole model. You have to be really careful not to go in the corners or else it gets stuck. At least this road. So let me just get out of the building here. I think that door does it. There we go. Freedom. Okay. Right. Try some collisions also with the set off music MP3s. So anyway, this is a massive model. We'll try some terrain stuff here as well. Anyway, it seems to hold up pretty well. The ground is pretty bad. Yeah, that's the complex. Just added in some ambience. There you go. Some fog. See up on the hill here, I put in this, just tried some more of these stones, boulders. That's a really old free model on the community site, community store. And I found this thing similar to, really nice actually. Of course, when you put all these models together, you got to kind of resize them correctly, which is maybe the trickiest part, I guess. But nice view from up here, see? Look at that. These trees slow stuff down. They're pretty dense. Now let's get to the next level. And this. So, This is like an advanced water shader. Really nice. And I did this with the advanced terrain builder too. You just get very organic terrains, and I was kind of amazed at what you could do with this. So this was a free model too. It was just a ruin that I got, I think, through Squid. I had to remap it. It was an OBJ file. But I love how the leaves came out. We've got some interactive music in this too. And you notice there's a ship over there, a wrecked ship. And then also I tried some stuff with 3D sound. So I took just an ocean track that I got from somewhere. And so the further you get away from the ocean, the less you hear it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now up there, up at the top up there is a whole, some kind of crazy idol. One of the problems, well actually one of the more complex problems with this was to actually take the model for the ruins and combine it with the terrain, because you definitely get these seams and it gets a little tricky. Not too crazy with the grass. Palm trees are good though. But yeah, that took a little finessing to get right, or somewhat right. Some of the terrain here is terrible. Actually, I should have leveled it out. I put in too many trees, so it's like a grove you can't even get through. I put no buoyancy on the capsule for the water too, so you just go to the bottom of the bay. Let me see if I can get through this. I love when you create your own models and levels and you can't even get out of them. Yeah, that's a dense grove. Let me go up on this hill here. It'll take a little bit of time. You notice the ocean sound goes away after a certain range. I forget what I set it to. And of course, this map isn't the best either. You get set it to like 10:1 or 10 by 10. And I've lost sight of the statue. It's up here somewhere. Let me just turn around a sec. I just come here on vacation. I love that terrain. It's a really big model too, so. You know, the trick too with the larger models is you have to really get a sense of space, because even putting in the fog, you have to kind of know exactly what the limits of the fog are. Play around with it. Constantly playing around with it. I'm just running this off a Mac. I didn't attempt to port this over to anything else, because there may be some issues with that. With a couple of these models too. It's really a potpourri. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I'm not sure what these are. Those are mistakes. This is a gray flea model. I don't know what it is. It's like a cat. Definitely wanted to add in a script that did real time day and night, you know, so the sun would actually move. I had a script like that somewhere, but I didn't put it in here. Let's try to get down to the boat. I tried to do some terracing here, and it ends up looking like Minecraft. I don't know what. It doesn't really matter. You just have fun with it. That's all. Just have fun. I like the ruins down there. That came out great. I'll just go at the bottom, on the bottom of the bay to get over there. It's just a little quicker. I don't run out of battery power. So I'm just capturing this with OBS. Should be at 30 frames per second. It's like 1900 pixels across. I forgot what the height is. I think I'm stretching it. Yeah, that's clearly unfinished. But I still really like this advanced ocean shader. I'll just go over the boat and that's it. That actually links right back to the sewer. So there you go. I like the idea of traveling across these terrains in real time. Look at that boat. Again, that ship model was just totally free from somewhere. Just took some finessing too, just to get it into the terrain without any major gaps. It's a pretty crappy model actually. It's really low poly, but it's still pretty cool though at the same time. I don't know. There's another trigger over here. Those trees make things pretty. There's some latency going on with the trees. Every time you see the trees, it slows stuff down a bit, but that's because I put in way too many. The patches are really dense. You can see that anchor, kind of like that detail. Of course, I made the jump too high, so it's actually pretty difficult to get to the level jump in the back of this thing. I think I'll just leave it there. Alright. That's about it for now.